Hello, 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 my darlings. Thank you for joining me on A Slice of Life, A Slice of Life. Now, these are just some kind of glasses. My. I can't keep them on too long because they're white and they're furry and they're like the red ones. I can't wear the red ones. Oh, me. Oh, let me see if I can get the red ones down. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, oh, that might be some Delta Sigma Theta going on right here. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But anyway, darlings. Ooh, these are unique. I really like these. If you're just joining me on A Slice of Life, then you know, or if you may not know, that I talk to people at a certain age. I talk about super aging, getting older without getting old. You know that I've had cancer 3 times, so the hair, the teeth, they all somewhere else. It's fine. Aren't these much? And that I want to announce to you that you'll be able to get the glasses. Yes, you will. So I've been waiting to get 1,000 subscribers so you can get the glasses. But now I'm on Patreon, Patreon, and I don't have the glasses up yet, but I'll be putting products up on Patreon. So I'll be putting the glasses up there. Of course, you'll see. But this is not ready to go up yet because I'm going to revise it. My book, Guide to the Second Time Bride. Some of you all get married for the second time. You know you need my book. Absolutely. And then my daughter will have her book on her own site, which is prayers. That Lord have mercy. We say that all the time. Alvin got a book here. Lord have mercy. And so I'm going to be on Patreon. Patreon. I think that's how you pronounce it. I am already over there. You can go over there and check in, say hello. Patreon. But I don't have my products up yet. So, it's okay. So what was the assignment yesterday? I have a new program called Incremental Steps Program. And part of the program for you just this week has been, my questions have been, where are you going? Why are you going? And what do you expect when you get there? You can apply that to any number of things. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where y'all going? Where you going? Where you going with all this? Okay? And why are you going? And what do you expect when you get there? Like I had to ask myself that for this, what I'm doing. Where are you going? I hope to be on here. I heard somebody say they're going to be 80. They're going to have Papa. The kids can say, they're going to say, Papa. They're going to say, Papa, go light up Papa's set. Or something. They made some kind of joke about it. But I'm with you. I'm already at Papa age and Mama age and Nina age. But I really like doing this. So that's where I'm going. I'm where I am. I am where I am. I'm on YouTube. And I am doing and sharing some Georgianisms and some other things just to support people who are of a certain age and trying to keep you out the coffin. Because as soon as you get a certain age, first thing you want to do is try to figure out what I'm going to do when I die. I got to get myself together. And you haven't lived. I'm looking for people who want to live, look for love. You still got somebody to kiss. I know I have. You still got somebody to hug. You still got somebody to go out with. You still got some places to go and some people to see, and some travel to do. And maybe some, if you don't do it, you can do it on the internet. Look at some other things. Say some other things. Go have some tea, some coffee. Start your own little thing at your house with just your personal friends. And have daytime parties. We don't drive at night. But you have a daytime something, or go to the high rise and mix with other people, or look for a friend. Just enjoy yourself. Just stop trying to get in the coffin. And if you're serious about dating, I'm not the dating person. I'm the second time bride person though. You're talking about getting married again. You need my book. But if you're talking about the dating, then you need to go see those other people I like. R.C. Blake's, Hardly Initiated, Reno Speaks, Kiera 511, and there's one more, and Tony Gaskin. All right, so what I have today, I want to talk about people who lack self-respect. People who lack self-respect. I have a friend, I won't let him do that. because he'll say, "Well, I was with my dumb self." No, you're not dumb. Have you heard people say that about themselves? Oh, I was so stupid. I'm just doing some stupid. Don't say that about yourself. I can't believe I was so stupid. Don't say that. Don't continue to say, "Here I am with my dumb self." No, no, no. Constant self deprecation. Deprecation. Stop that. Don't do that. It says, um, people who frequently put themselves down are often unaware of the impact this behavior has on their self-esteem. You know, it's bad enough for people out there to be talking about you, but is it something? Oh, okay. Oh, you can see mine. I was trying to see, what is that? That's the bow around my waist. Somewhere there's a waist. Anyway, people who frequently put themselves down are often unaware of the impact this has on your self esteem. It's so hard in today's society to have self esteem, especially if you're on social media. You know, people talk about you badly on social media and say all kind of nasty things sometimes. You know that you just ignore all that. Don't do that. Don't get into that. And then when you were growing up, maybe some people said some things about you, and that you actually believe. Don't believe those people. A lot of them are going on to heaven now, or somewhere. I'm saying to you that love on yourself. I talk about self love. We talk about it in the book. We talk about it in our Well Lived Life book. I mean, we just need to have more self love. It says here that when a person does this all the time, that they're lacking self respect. They're lacking something. They want some kind of empathy from you when they say, I was so dumb. No, you were not. When you say that about yourself, the other people will say things about you, and they will start believing that about you, and that's not true. And I'm talking to somebody who used to think this way. You know, everybody was pretty to me. I never was pretty as a kid, or even in college. I think they came to me once. I think I told you my senior year at Spelman and wanted me to be a queen. Well, by that time, I didn't care. I couldn't even understand. I didn't believe them anyway, you know, because I wanted to be a queen my freshman year. I thought. I came to school thinking that I could do a little more, be a little more. I had that in high school, but when I got there, they didn't want. I couldn't be a queen, and so I just took it like, well, I don't know. I didn't never. I didn't see. I heard the word pretty in Canada. I think they were enthralled with me. It's not a word you need to hear, but I'm just saying, when you don't have your looks together, I'm saying that I was this person. I didn't say it out loud, but I never thought I was pretty. And I was in Canada. I started modeling up there, and then I was in Italy. I didn't know what those people just kept carrying on over me, and in Paris and just different places, but never in the United States. You see, so I didn't actually believe it. Till one day, I look back on my pictures. I said, "Well, you didn't look too badly, girl." But I'm just saying that stop people from doing this, and you stop it. If you know somebody who talks about themselves or say things like, "Well, you know, I ain't the smartest one," why did you say that about yourself? How do you know that? You have made it this far in life. Whatever number that is, that we have to deal with these numbers. I deal with 81 every day. Trust me. Trust me, trust me, trust me. Matter of fact, August 2nd, it'll be 82. Oh, 82 and 82. Oh, the numbers people are like that. Anyhow, um, I want you to stop putting yourself down. I want you to, what did I tell you? Where is it? Now got me. I'm going to have to keep this thing. I'm going to have to leave it right up here. What did I tell you about this? Look in it and like yourself. Whatever it is. I had to do a lot with myself to like myself. I had to like myself with no teeth up here. Dr. Terry Simmons is my dentist. And we just haven't figured out. I don't think I have enough money for him. And we haven't figured it out. But I'm not going to say that, because when I put my mind to something, I get it. I get it. Whatever it is I put my mind to, which is some of the things I've talked to you about. I mean, I have a tooth right here right now, But that's just because I just haven't settled down to the whole taking all this out. They got to take all this out. Whatever it is left. There's nothing over here, and this got to go. All of it really has to go, but I'm just going to do the top. And I want something where, let me see, if I look this way, see? I want to smile like that. If I look this way, But guess what? You have to have a certain something about yourself to even be able to sit up here on a YouTube where people can look at it forever. They never get the story about why I don't have any teeth and look at say all kind of things about my mouth, But you gotta have something about yourself to say, okay, it's all right, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I don't know why I can't say self-deprecation. I don't know why I'm stumbling over that. I know every syllable. Anyway, let's go to the other thing. How about over apologizing? I'm that person. This is me today. Over apologizing. Well, I will apologize in a minute, but let me tell you where some of that came from. Now, when I worked for Delta Airlines, when I retired from the training department, people knew all the people who came out of my class. When I trained them, the first thing we practiced saying all together out loud was, I apologize on behalf of Delta Airlines. Let me see what I can do to help you. That was I could have burned it in their head. I would have. I said, because that diffuses everything. Oh, I was a Delta Airlines. Let me tell you something. They may have treated me like dirt over there in the PR department. Not everybody, but a lot. And treated me like dirt, just putting me different places that didn't want to acknowledge that I was smart and that I had some sense, and that I had a master's degree and that I spoke several languages, So I ended up in the airport where they threw Brother Rabbit in the briar patch. I was so grateful to get over there with people who understood, meeting Jonata Mitchell and B. Wayne McMillan, And so I taught people, as soon as you came into my class, while in the training department, you learn to apologize. But they're saying here that people struggle with the tendency to say, I'm sorry too often. So let me tell you what they said. Let me tell you why I do it, because that's two different things. They say, it took me a while to realize that this was more than just a harmless habit. The constant need to apologize was an indication that I didn't value my own needs and boundaries as much as others. I value your needs and your boundaries much more than I value mine. So I would apologize all the time. I apologize. That's what this person is saying. And it was as if I was always seeking approval and trying to avoid conflict at all costs. So you just apologize. So I'm sorry, but I do that because I don't want to be bothered. I do it for the wrong reason, I guess. I don't want to be bothered. If something I say, I'm sorry, and I go on. I don't care if they did it. It was wrong. I just don't want to have that conversation. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I just go ahead and take the blame for it. That's for the wrong reasons. All of that's wrong. Do not do what Georgianne does. I always tell you that. Don't do as I do. Do as I say do. So now this is saying over apologizing can be a sign of low self-respect. You got needs too. That's right. And why are you thinking that their needs are better than your needs? No, that's not true. You see, but I just rather, for me, it's an escape. But you can see how you feel about over apologizing. And then last for today is a difficulty in saying no. We talked about that. I used to say yes. And one while I didn't know where I worked, what I did, what time I did it, because I was saying I volunteered everywhere for everybody all the time. Anywhere you want Georgianne, I was right there. No is a good word to know. No. And no, I'm not doing that anymore. And I told you, at every decade, All the 25-year-olds, wait till you get 30. You be like, I'm 30. And wait till you get 40. You really gonna be, And 50 is a no. No, you'll finally get no on your lips at 50. All my 50-year-olds out there, you know what happened when you turn 50? You said, wait a minute, 50? Oh, H no. When you get 60, you're like, you don't even think about it. At 70, you're so glad that the Lord let you live to be according to the time that's in the Bible, according to the numbers, the way it's structured, so that you make those 70 years. You're like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I made those 70 years. And you just don't even think about no. You'll go back into saying yes. But let me tell you, one day when I woke up and I said, I'm 80, it's time for me to check out. I used the H word for real. I'm not doing anything with anybody that has done anything to me. And my daughter got on me about that. She said, Mama, you still go talk to people and you still they just be beating you up and you just stand there and let them beat you up. And so I took note, because young people can see better than you can sometimes. I took note. I went back and revisited some things, and I'm like, you know what? She got a good point. Just let people alone. Just let them go ahead and they'll find somebody else to beat up. So people who lack self-respect often struggle with setting boundaries. They fear that by saying no, they don't want to say no, that it'll be seen as unkind. I thought that, or cooperative. Especially in the sorority and things. I was like, no, I don't want to say no. If it's all right, ask me. I just don't want to say no. You got to say no sometimes to your sorors and your frat brothers and your deacons and your church people. You got to say no at church sometimes. I didn't know where I worked for one time. I thought I worked for, he's now Bishop James Davis. I thought I worked for Pastor James Davis. I didn't know where I worked. Because, I just wanted to do the work. And I thought maybe, I still thought it was good though. I don't regret doing this. Just that, I think about it too. I was younger too though. I was younger. Now, this neuropathy got my feet so bad. This the best thing for me is to come right here with you all. But you got to remember to say no. You young people, don't stretch yourself out. Do volunteer. I do believe in giving back. Give it back. Give it away. Find some money to give to somebody. I think Miles Monroe, he had a giving fund. And so I've been doing that for years. I didn't know it was a fund, F-U-N-D. I have people who do that. We'll give in a minute. I have a group of people that just, Anita K. Johnson would just give anything in a minute, in a second, any hour. Just give it. I believe in that also. She trained her grandchildren to be the same way. I told you they laughed at my father for being too free-hearted. I really thought that was a bad thing until I talked to you the other day on the Slice of Life. That's not a bad thing. I'm glad I was free-hearted. I'm glad I have been free-hearted, So it's crucial to remember that saying no, it's a part of a healthy communication and self-care. Self-care. That is so important. Let me tell you something. You think all of this is just throw on something. I don't throw nothing you see that I have on is thrown on. No. Because self-care to me is just preparing also. Preparing to put on your clothes. Preparing your body. Preparing whatever little teeth I do have. Preparing whatever. Preparing. I remember when I would wear short sleeves. That's getting back to where's that being, that loving yourself and caring for yourself. But after I had a mastectomy, and then this arm just got bigger, and then it got stuck right here. I'm glad, because I understand something happens. I don't have lymph nodes, I guess. Anyway, but the day I was like, I've been hot for maybe about 40 years. I cover up everything. I see women out, their arms be all out, and I just like, oh, I can't look like that. I just can't look like that. And what does that mean? That I'm just gonna be hot? And who really cares, I think um I think I've seen people with their arms out and the person will be holding their hand, their mate, whomever that mate is, with arms and stomachs and all kind of things. And I'm like, oh, how they get together? Who am I? You said that before. You like, but you know, the heart wants what the heart wants. And people who care about people don't care about any of this. They don't care about me not having teeth. They don't care about this arm. I care about it, because I've been socialized. So I got it all tucked away and hid. And that mastectomy and that breast cancer was a lot. And so I need to try to think about, so what, my arm is out. You stop and think about that first day, it was 12 hours. Wayne McMillan was there, 12 hours. When I came out, of surgery, to 12 hours. My daughter, because they had to take a breast off and put one on and match up and all that, it was just a lot. So I guess I can have this arm out. And I think you should. I think that when people love you, they love all of you. The thing about what breaks it down for me is that, like Wayne, when we went out the other day, he made me feel so good. In another life, I would have married Wayne. But like I told you, we've been divorced in 15 minutes. But I'm going to tell you what he said. I'm about to cry about it. I said, Wayne, I got to talk to you like this. He said, you with me. You don't have to worry about your teeth or anything when you with me. Anyway, that's what you want. So this session was on people who lack self-respect often display these behaviors. And one of them is knowing when to say no, and self-care, over apologizing, and self-deprecation. Why I can't say that word? Self-deprecation. Whew. A sign of lacking self-respect. Oh God. Listen, I can only put these glasses on one more time because they're white fur. And I don't want them to get messed up. I don't want anything on them. Maybe I'll do them like this. Anyway, maybe I'll do them like this. All the glasses and everything will be over on Patreon. I don't have anything over there yet, but go find Patreon. I'm going over there. I'll be on Patreon soon. And you can find my glasses. You'll be able to find my book. You'll be able to find other articles and things over there. And then you'll be able to purchase them if you like. If I don't get the 1,000 people here, it's okay, because I can sell on Patreon and I can connect the two. So I'm grateful for that. I don't know who taught me that. I think I listened to all the different people, and I heard them talking about it, and I just went over there and looked at it. I was thinking like, oh, I can do that. It took me forever, because my digital person, data entry person, one of them is with a Spelmanite, and we both are just overwhelmed with the 60th anniversary of my class. She's class of 84, I'm in class of 64. So, we just once you get onto that Spelman track, you're not getting off of that. So I'm doing well to be sitting here with you all, because that Annie Cheney Jones, Dr. Annie Cheney Jones, Soror Annie Cheney Jones, yes, that one right there. Whoo, she's a taskmaster, but our stuff is gonna be tight. It is, and I wish I had invited people, but I didn't invite anybody to anything. I don't know why I didn't do that. My daughter, I guess because I didn't have the money, I didn't collect the money for everybody. I didn't want you to have to pay. People complain about money and this, that, and the other. And I just, you know, I got that whole thing about, I would have rather somebody say, well, what's going on with Spelman? Let me pay your stuff for you. And nobody did that. So I just didn't invite anybody to anything. But it's going to be really nice. And I'm the mistress of ceremony. So I don't know what glasses I'm going to have on that night, Friday, May 17th. That's right. But anyway, I appreciate you all. I love this show, A Slice of Life. It just warms my heart to know you're out there. And I get a chance to share things today. I guess I got a little emotional today because it does bother me. A lot of stuff bothers me sometimes. But I work through it. And that's why we have each other, baby. I got you, you got me. I'm going to put the red ones on. How about that? I'm going to hold up the white ones. I love you, and you can't do anything about it.